The 7th place matchup of the night will be between the Briggsdale Lady Falcons and the Sterling High Lady Tiger JV, as the starters for the Tigers will be number 2, Kayla Smock, number 3, Emma Schultz, number 4, Emily Werner, number 5, Josie Blagg, number 6, Daria Kramer, and number 11, Maggie Adney, and the libero will be Shaylin Burkholder. And then on the Briggsdale side, it will be Megan Thormersgaard, Morgan Thompson, Abigail Shaw, Amber Thormersgaard, Modsgaard, Darian Hale, and Leilani Carrasco. And both the coaches for the Briggsdale will be Suzanne Shaw, and for the Tigers will be Kristen Kugler and Kendra Short. And of course, both teams. Burkle will be, the serve will be with Briggsdale, so they will get the serve. And they'll be the visiting team on the scoreboard, as Burkholder will come in for Daria Kramer in the back row. As the serve will be Shaw. Picked up by Blagg in the back corner, picked by Smock. Thompson in the back corner, and it'll be off the arms of Shaw, and Sterling will take a 1-0 lead. That'll send Emma Schultz to the line to serve. She'll go back row, picked up by Thompson. Set up near side, and it'll be blocked at the net and thrown over. Adney will get the ball back, and a dig by Burkholder in the back row. And then Adney will put one over the net, over the block, and in. Make it 2-0. Thormersgaard just had enough juice on it to give it back to Adney, as an ace by Schultz makes it 3-0. Back row will be taken by Hale, put over, dug out by Burkholder. Near side, and it'll be attacked by Schultz. Shaw for Carrasco, dug out Schultz, tipped up by Smock, and a tip over by Werner. Back row as Carrasco will throw it over, dug out, and Adney will have it dug out and popped up, and it'll be a free ball over by Briggsdale. Blagg gives it to Smock, tipped over, and under the net goes Blagg, as her momentum just carried her, and it'll be 3-1, and Briggsdale will get the serve back, and it'll be Megan Thormersgaard, as it'll be out on the serve and make it 4-1. As Burkholder will go out, and she'll be replaced by Daria Kramer. Adney with the serve. Thormersgaard in the back row digs it out. Thompson will put one back row and be picked up by Schultz. Smock will have to throw it over. Back up, Shaw, near side for Amber Thormersgaard. And it'll be jousted at the net, and in the net goes Thompson. And point to Sterling. Adney with the serve once again. Be right into the net, and Brigsdale will get the serve. And it's 5-2, and Burkholder coming in for Adney. A serve back, and it'll be Schultz to Werner, and be popped up. Shaw has to place it over for Thompson. She puts one over. Werner gets it back over for the Brigsdale Falcons. Topped up. Smock will just toss it over and in the middle, and Kayla Smock has herself a kill, makes it 6-2. Coming in to serve will be Marin Patton, and as well as Carly Davis on the front row. Patton will serve back row, and it gets put over, and Kramer could not get to it to stuff block it, and it makes it 6-3, and that will put Amber Thormarsgaard on the serve, and she will serve up an ace right into the face of Daria Kramer. Makes it 6-4. Back row picked up by Schultz. Near side will go to Davis and picked up out of the air, and it'll have to be a free ball attempt over, and they stopped at the net. Sterling will have the ball on their side of the court. Schultz has to push it over. A attack by Shaw, dug out back by Schultz, and into the net as popped over by Burkholder. Set up near side Shaw, and she'll have to throw it over, and she gets it down and makes it 6-5. Thormarsgaard, back row, dug out by Burkholder, picked up, and a tip over the net by Werner, and that makes it 7-5 in favor of the Sterling JV. This is the 7th place match here at the NJC Spectacular. Dug out back row. Thormarsgaard goes far side for Shaw. Blocked at the net, tipped back over. Carrasco. Thormarsgaard near for the haul at Hale, and down and in on the kill, as that comes right in front of Burkholder. Is hard play, and in is Anna Kenny. And be dug out by Burkholder. Picked up by Daria Kramer and put over by Schultz. Amber Thormarsgaard, Hale on the attack, comes up center, and Kramer and picked up and flipped over by the Falcons. Joust at the net, won by the Falcons as Megan Thormarsgaard. Thormarsgaard. This one's going to have me. Makes it 7-7. As a tip on the attack, and it makes it 8-7 in favor of Brigsdale. Thompson on the serve. It sets up near side for Schultz. Block at the net, picked up. Thormarsgaard on the attack, back row. Dug out by the Tigers, pushed across and dug up, and just out of the reach of Thompson. It makes it 8-8. As that will give the serve to Daria Kramer. Adney back in. A serve back row. Tipped up as it'll be a 4-hit on Brigsdale. Makes it 9-8. As the Sterling JV takes a 1-point lead. Kramer sends one back row, picked up, set near side, and it'll be in on the line as it was set over the net. And I don't think it was intended for that, but it becomes 9-9 game, and that will give Darian Hale the serve. He goes back row for Schultz, and this side for Adney, and picked up and pushed over, and it's picked up by Kenny. Adney puts it over, and she wins the joust at the net. Puts it back on Briggsdale's side, a free ball over. Set up near side. Davis with the attack and out as Briggsdale takes a 11-9 lead. This ball served out and makes it 11-10 as Smock comes back in as well as Blagg. As Smock with the serve. She'll pop it over. It'll be set up by Shaw. Thormersgart will hit this one into the net and makes it 11-11. Smock, back row to Hale. Set up for Shaw. Carrasco goes long on the attack and makes it 12-11. Kayla will drive one deep in the defense and be taken by Thormarsgard, and it'll be down for a kill, and it's 12-12. The serve will go into Kenny, and over this joust one at the net. It will be Briggsdale's, and they will take the lead 13-12. Smock sets it up, and it'll be free balled over. Thompson to Shaw. She'll set it over for Megan, and it's 13-13. Scholes serves back row and in for an ace and makes it 14-13. Scholes dug out by Hale, back row, set up. Carrasco through the block and down and makes it 14-14. A left-handed attack by Carrasco. Dug out Burkholder, back row. And it's popped up in a free ball attempt over. Be a tip, one at the net by the Tigers. Flip back over, and Adney will put one down on the joust, and she'll go back to serve. And she'll put one right in the net, and she'll be replaced by Burkholder in the back row. Picked up, back row, and popped up, and it'll be a free ball over by the Tigers. Carrasco, Shaw to Thompson on the side, and she mishits this one into the net, and it'll be 16-15. Patton back to serve, and Davis coming in on the front row. Patton serve straight and on the button and right into Carrasco's hands, and that will be an ace. 17-15. Picked up by Carrasco and played over by Hale, and she's long on the attack, makes it 18-15. Patton serving once again. She'll put one right into the net. Makes it 18-16. And now Amber Thormersgaard will play the serve. It'd be popped up. Shaw with the attack. Picked up back row by the Tigers. Dug out. Hale with the attack, and he popped up in the back row for the attack as Thompson puts it back over. They block at the net, not close, as Emily Werner puts one home. Makes it 19-16. And Anna Kenny drives one down the middle and in for an ace. Kenny, back row, pops it over, and from Hale, close to the net, and she can't get it to Thompson or Amber. And back row is attempt, and it is long for Kenny. Burkholder digs out. Scholes into the net with her attack, and it's 21-18. Thompson with the serve over. Set by Patton. And be Kramer. And be popped back over by the Falcons. Pushed over at the net and out. And that will give a point to the Tigers. 22-18. Daria Kramer to serve. Goes back row. Popped up as Amber Thormersgaard. That's a fun name to pronounce, just to let everybody know. Could not handle it. And it's 23-18. Carrasco goes off her hands. And it's 24-18. And Kramer serving for set one. And she will put it right into the net, and Burkholder will come back on defensively. A service error, and that will send set one to Sterling as they win 25-19. In the first game of, or the first set of the 7th place match here in the NJC Spectacular. A big time small town media production here on ColoradoPreps.tv.
Americans love numbers and iPhones. We all know the 7 dwarves, 4 seasons, and 12 days of Christmas. Now, for a limited time, the Arrow is featuring countless reasons to own an iPhone. With an iPhone, you can take great photos or take a crack at Angry Birds, watch your favorite video, or use it as a watch. Find an old school friend on Facebook, or simply browse the web. But what you really ought to find is your nearest Bureau store, because for a limited time, you can have an iPhone for only $79.99. Before these big iPhone deals end, get into the Arrow. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Northeastern Junior College Athletics would like to invite you to support NJC Athletics by becoming a member of the Plainsman Athletic Group. The Plainsman Athletic Group has levels of memberships for both businesses and individuals. For more information on how you can become a member of the Plainsman Athletic Group, call 970-521-6618. All support of the Plainsman Athletic Group goes directly to athlete scholarships, ensuring that Northeastern Junior College athletes get the best education possible. Call now, 970-521-6618, and become a member of the Plainsman Athletic Group.
You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers.
At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, there is no purchase as is. Every vehicle on the lot comes with a complete warranty. For your convenience of shopping, Erdl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
These days, there's no free lunch, no free ride, not even any free time. With the Bank of Colorado, we're putting an end to all that. Of our personal free checking and personal free cash, we serve up a whole lot of freedom. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank deposits, free pay, and more. And when you add our personal free collection, you'll get a free savings account, free appraisal with your next purchase. So if you want to bring back your free...
Back to set number 2, as it will be Sterling serving, and this will go into the net off the serve, and Sterling will take a 1-0 advantage. Back row popped up. Shaw with the set. Thormersgaard and over the block and down for a kill, and it's 1-1. That will give Shaw the serve. She'll rifle one back row. Burkholder dug out. Schultz off the block and into the arms of Thompson. Bad angle with the arms and out of bounds. Makes it a 2-1 game. Tough play to go off the block. Back row set up by Thompson. To Shaw. Thormersgaard through the block and be popped up by Blagg. And freed balled over and out is Werner. And it's 2-2. Thormersgaard pops it up to Blagg into the rafters, and Smock cannot get to it. And it's 3-2 Briggsdale. Thormersgaard has served out and makes it 3-3. Patton coming in to serve. Davis coming on to play front row. Patton serve, dug out back row. Shaw for Thompson near side, and she'll go to Burkholder. Popped over by the Tigers. Set up as Snyder will try to put it over. Werner goes back row and out, and gives Briggsdale a 4-3 lead. And Schneider will now serve. He puts one to Daria Kramer. Burkholder has to play it over. A set and then a 2-hit violation makes it 4-4. Werner back to serve, and she will put one into the net. Makes it 5-4. As now Anna Kenny will come in. A serve by Thormersgaard, and a attack by Kramer is short. Makes it 6-4. A ace by Amber Thormersgaard. Makes it 7-4. And his ball is long and out, and it's 7-5. That'll give Sterling the serve. Goes back row for Thormersgaard to Schneider, and it'll have to be played over by Thormersgaard. Kramer cannot place it, and it is 8-5. Thompson with the serve over, set up by Patton. A long attack by Adney. And be packed up. And Thormersgaard short and in front of Kenny and Burkholder, and makes it 9-5. Thompson, a serve back row. Burkholder with the dig out, as Thompson on the attack will take and push it back across. Adney using the height to her advantage as she just pops it over and gets one to fall. It is 9-6. Kayla Smock coming back in to serve. And Blagg coming in to play front row. Back row attack, and Thormersgaard will pop it up and over, and it'll fall on the Briggsdale side. Smock with the serve, and it won't be anything, as there was be a redo as the ball came over from the championship side, dug out by Snyder in the back row. Thormersgaard and Monsgaard. And it'll be out, and it'll be a 9-8 game. Back row popped up. Thormersgaard cannot get to it, neither can Shaw, and make it 9-9. Popped up by Thormersgaard and over to her sister and in for a kill as Briggsdale first to 10. A serve over by Hale as it's popped up and pushed over by Briggsdale, and a big serve and a big swing and a miss of the court by Megan Thormersgaard. A serve into the net by Scholes, and makes it 11-10, Briggsdale. That'll give this serve to Shaw. A two back row popped up over, and the Tigers cannot get it over, and they get a 4 hit, and it is 12-10. Popped up by the Tigers, as it'll be Werner. And popped up and free ball over by the Falcons. Werner on the attack and into the net, make it 13-10. Shaw, back row, dug out by the Tigers, and popped back over on a free attempt. Near side as Snyder cannot put it over, and it's 13-11. Thormersgaard to Thompson, back across for on the free ball attempt. A back row attempt, and it'll be put down by Blagg. Makes it 13-12. Back row, Thompson will set it up, and back to Thompson. She'll shoot it back across. It's Smock to Kramer, down the middle and in for a kill. 13-13. As a serve out by Adney. It makes it 14-13 for Brigsdale. Burkholder back on as a defensive replacement as the libero, and back-to-back service errors, and it ties it up at 14. Patton on to serve for Blagg as Davis on to play front row for Smock. Back row popped up by the Falcons and pushed over by Thompson, and she will get herself a kill. And it'll be 15-14 and send Brianne Schneider to the line to serve. Her serve, back row for Scholes. Patton sets up Davis off the block and in for a kill. Makes it 15-15 as Anna Kenny will come in. Popped up back row. Thompson on the attack. He picked up, set up, and free balled over by Kramer. Hale at the net and blocked by Kramer and down for a stuff block, 16-15. Sterling JV takes the lead here in the 7th place match. They have a 1-0 lead as that serve will go out, make it 16-16. Popped up, Patton will shoot it across. And picked up by Thormersgaard, and Kramer blocked again as she puts down another one on a stuff block from Hale. Adney back in to play front row. Picked up in the back as Hale cannot get to the stands and makes it an ace, 18-16. As Kramer serving for popped up by Thormersgaard to Shaw and a miss hit and makes it 19-16. A back row set up as it'll be free balled over and it'll be Scholes back to Patton. Scholes again and dug out back row by the Falcons and be Thormersgaard on the attack and it'll be off the arms of Kramer and into the net, and Brigsdale gets a point back, 19-17, as the Tigers' Burkholder comes back on. Thompson with the serve down the middle, set up by Patton and attacked by Scholes. A 4-hit violation on Brigsdale, and that gives the point to Sterling. Makes it 20-17, and Smock will have the serve as she comes back in, as well as Blagg. The serve back row dug out by Schneider, and this ball will get out of the reach of Thompson and into the other court, and it'll be 21-17. Back row, Schneider to Thormersgaard, back to her sister, and it'll be dug out by Burkholder, and it'll be a free ball attempt over. Thompson digs it out and gets Hale twisted around, and she can't make the play as he fall on the Brigsdale side, 22-17. Serve back, Thormersgaard, tipped over by her sister, and back to Scholes. And then it'll be a attack and kill for Scholes off of Thompson, as that's a hot ball to handle. The serve goes back row. Thormard's guard. Is it off the arm and out? And that'll be an ace, 24-17. Picked up by Thompson, back row, set up Thormard's guard. Hale will go long, and that will end set number 2, 25-17. As the Tiger JV has a 2-0 lead over Briggsdale here in the 7th place game in the 15th annual NJC Spectacular, a big-time small-town media production here on ColoradoPreps.tv.
For certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as BW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
One of the most important benefits of being a Premier Farm Credit member borrower is having the opportunity to share in the association's profits. Since 2001, Premier has paid out over $31 million in patronage dividends. If you want to be a part of a member-owned and controlled cooperative that offers interest rates that are competitive in the marketplace and committed to a patronage dividend program, call your local Premier Farm Credit office. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Hi, I'm Ben Blecka, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. The broadcast you're seeing today is a production of Big Time Small Town Media. Just 1 year ago, a group of Northeast Colorado sports broadcasters started something we hoped would bring extra joy to the athletes participating in the games we were already covering on radio. It has turned into a service we provide for not only Northeast Colorado athletes, but athletes statewide, region-wide, and internationally who request our services. We do straight-to-DVD production in addition to live internet productions of any event who wants Big Time Small Town Media to be a part of their community, because Big Time Small Town Media is more than just sports. It's community. Are you interested in the services Big Time Small Town Media can provide your
Set number 3 underway as Briggsdale will start off with the serve, and it'll be joust at the net, won by Briggsdale, and they get first point of this third set. A serve back row by Shaw, and be blocked by the net on the attack by Black. Dug out back row by Burkholder. A tip over to the net by Smock, and it's 1-1. A serve by Scholes as be picked up by Shaw, and Thompson has to back row attack and can't get it to go, and makes it 2-1. Dug out back row by Carrasco. A attack and into the seats is Amber. Thormard's guard. Picked up back row as Thompson has to free ball it over. A push attack by the Tigers. Set up near side. It'll be Schneider, and she will get one through the block and off the deflection, and that'll be a 3-2 lead for Sterling as Briggsdale gets a point back. serve is right side and has to pop it up is Thompson, or excuse me, Thormersgaard. Smock this side for Werner, pops up back row. A set, and this ball will get out of bounds on as Shaw could not handle it as it just kind of got away from her. And Adney will have the serve. He'll go back row, dug out by Carrasco, set up. Thompson right side, left side will put one into the Sterling territory. At the net, blocked by Schneider. Kramer will drive one into Falcon's side, and a 4-hit violation on Briggsdale makes it 5-2 Sterling. Adney serves, goes back row, popped up, a free ball attack by Shaw as Smock sets it up for Werner. Dug out back row. Thompson with the set. Free ball over by Thormersgaard. Blag with a quick set attack. And then Thompson will have to free ball it over for the Falcons. Smock will set it up. Kramer back row, dug out by the Falcons. Goes far side for Smock, or for Thompson. Thompson puts one off the block and home. And makes it 5-3. Back row will be the play for the Tigers as they will be Burkholder and pushed over by Blag. Thompson with the attack for the Falcons. Can't get it to go home. A block at the net and down as the Falcons battle back within one, 5-4. The serve back to Burkholder. Set up by Smock. In the middle for Werner. Popped up by Shaw. Thormersgaard. And then freed over by Thompson. Back to Burkholder. Smock sets a beautiful pass over the net and gets the kill and makes it 6-4. Pass back row and be popped up. Thompson with the attack off the block and is stuffed as Morgan Thompson had nowhere to go. She was facing both Daria Kramer and Emily Werner. And it's 7-4. Off Shaw, and that's an ace. Makes it 8-4. Push back row. And over is Shaw's return, and it falls for a point and makes it 8-5. Back row is Kramer, and off the block is Davis. Can't get it to go, and that will be a point for Briggsdale on a 4-hit violation. Back row dugout. One at the net on a joust by Carrasco. Dugout. Pushed across and dug out once again. Pushed over, and Shaw will have to free ball over for the Falcons. Set up is Patton. Kramer will drive one home and off the arms of Schneider and make it 9-6. I'll send Emily Werner back to the line to serve. Werner goes back row. Carrasco. It popped up, and it'll be free ball over and out by Shaw. Makes it 10-6. Werner with the serve. Goes back row and out, and that will make it 10-7. Sterling lead with Brigsdale getting the ball back, and that will send Morgan Thompson to the line to serve. Thompson goes back row for Burkholder as Scholes on the block and tipped out, as it will be 11-7. As Kramer will have the serve for the Tigers. Right into the net goes her serve, makes it 11-8. Back row, Burkholder will try to set this one up. It'll be dug out by the Falcons, and hard fought point for the Falcons as they try to get to this one. It becomes 12-8. Dug out back row by the Falcons. Put across as Adney will on the attack and pushed over. Dug out back row by Kenny, and off the tip and in, and that makes it 13-8. Smock with the serve, dug out by Thompson. Another dig by Thompson on the pushover, and the one at the net by the Tigers, put over, and Megan Thormardsgaard could not get it to fall over. Dug out by Thormardsgaard, and out as an ace, makes it 15-8. Smock with the serve. Goes back row. Thompson dug out and jousted at the net and won by the Tigers. Makes it 16-8. Back row dug out by Thompson. Set up Shaw, and he popped over. Shaw once again with the setup as Snyder rifles one right into the net, makes it 17-8. Back row popped up by the Falcons on the serve as Thormardsgaard will drive one over on the attack. Short set for Adney and be dug out by Thompson as Carrasco has no room and makes it 18-8. Smock with the serve, and it will go into the net. Makes it 18-9. Serve to the Falcons, and Shaw will put it into the net, 19-9. Scholes with the serve, tipped up by Thompson, and it will be a rotation violation and make it 19-10. Brigsdale will get the ball back as they trail 19-10. It'll be Scholes, dig out, and free ball over by Blagg. Dug out back row by Thormardsgaard. Thompson with the attack, comes up a little short. A tip over the net as Thompson tries to come up with a dig as well after Shaw gets a set, and Thompson not able to get back to her spot makes it 20-10. A Adney serve into the net makes it 20-11. And the Falcons get the serve back. Goes deep back row for Burkholder, and off the block, Thurmersgaard to Thompson. Back up by Scholes. A block by Carrasco at netbond Blag, and it is 20-12. Back row is the serve for Schneider, and it goes out. Makes it 21-12. As Patton will go in to serve, and Davis will come in to play front row. Patton serves back row, dug out by Snyder. Near side for a attack by Thompson, and she will put one down the line for a kill. 21-13. A line shot into the net by Amber Thormodsgaard. As now Kenny will serve for the Tigers. Set up. Shaw has to put it over the net just because. Picked up by Davis. A Kramer hit and off the fist of, looked to be Schneider, and makes it 23-13. Anna Kenny will put one in and tip off and make it 24-13. And serving for the match will be Anna Kenny. It'll be dug out by Carrasco to Thormersgaard. Bumped over and out by Shaw. And that will do it for the 7th place match. The Sterling Tigers JV will take home 7th as they defeat the Briggsdale Falcons in straight sets, 25-19, 25-17, 25-13, as the Falcons 0-4 on the day. The Tigers 1-3 on the day, as that will be the last game I do for this, as the Sterling JV takes home 7th in the 15th annual NJC Spectacular. The Briggsdale Falcons taking home 8th, as that will do it for us here on this big-time small-town media production on ColoradoPreps.tv.